Hi, my name's Lisa, and welcome to Zero Waste Closet. If this is your first time visiting Zero Waste Closet, my mission is to help you get the closet of your dreams that works effortlessly for you, that is a great reflection of your personal style, so that there's no more wasted time and no more wasted space on items that just aren't serving you. Guys, today's video, I want you to think about it as like a fireside chat. Got my coffee here this morning. Oh my gosh, I think I'm on like my third cup. And we're just gonna sit and chat about something that I think will hopefully be of benefit to just about everybody watching this. Our topic is 5 reasons your wardrobe may not be working for you and how to start all over. So here's how to know if this video is really for you. When you get up in the morning, do you find it extremely easy to get dressed without even having to think about it? When you do get dressed, do you feel like your outfits tend to be a really accurate reflection of who you feel like on the inside? Are you comfortable throughout the day? Do you feel like you are the best version of yourself? Answer all of these questions really honestly. And if any of these are areas of struggle for you, then please keep watching. So ready, set, let's go. Reason number 1, your wardrobe might not be working for you is you lack a clear sense of personal style. You open your closet and it is stocked to the brim. You've got so many items, you have no space between the hangers, you can't see the forest for the trees, you have so much, and what you do have doesn't necessarily seem to really work harmoniously together. It's not easy to pull outfits together and you just don't know where to start. Guys, this is definitely something I have struggled with in the past, and getting a clear definition of my own personal style has helped me massively pare down my closet and make much better shopping choices going forward. So in the past, I found that so many different things appealed to me. You know, I would wake up one day feeling very kind of like casual, very maybe bohemian. Another day I'd wake up and be in a much like edgier mood. Then I'd wake up feeling sporty chic. And it's great to be able to appreciate all of those styles. And maybe you're someone who is really creative and you can actually rock those styles, right? But I have to tell you, after years of experience helping women pare down their wardrobes and really working on myself, I have found that it is the most functional idea to actually start to hone in on who you are. Now, it doesn't mean you can't go outside of that or have fun with the way you dress, but see if you can start to really zone in on who you are, and maybe who you are has changed and maybe it's time to do kind of a reevaluation of yourself. So there are a lot of different ways that you can do this. If you don't know where to start, I absolutely love Pinterest. I have my own private Pinterest page. You can have lots of Pinterest pages. If you're not familiar with Pinterest, you guys, it is so easy. I am not great with social media, and if I can do Pinterest, anybody can. So you can build a private page that other people can't access so that you don't have to feel self-conscious about what you pick and post on there. But if you are really starting out the gate and you don't know where to start, just start identifying looks that you like. Searching through Pinterest, it will bring up more and more. Pin everything you like, and then at some point, do an audit. Look through all those pictures. See if a common theme starts to emerge. If you start to notice that, gosh, it seems like all of the women that I'm pinning seem to kind of have this cool, preppy street chic look, just for example. Well, maybe your style personality is starting to emerge. And another thing I really want to caution you about is please check in with yourself and ask yourself if you are being authentic to who you really are. Are you choosing things based on what you think you're supposed to be wearing, or are you choosing looks based on what your heart just leaps at? I want your heart to leap. I used to always tell my customers this when I own Love Your Body. I want you to be excited to get into your outfits, not putting on something because you think it makes you fit in, or again, you think it's what you're supposed to look like. if you decide to go the Pinterest route, just to try to get to know yourself a little bit better, do kind of keep a check on things. Again, make sure that you're being authentic to yourself, but also make sure that your choices, as you are starting to kind of hone in on what you think your style persona may be, keep a check on whether it is actually aligned with your lifestyle or whether it is what we tend to term aspirational. You know, if you are picking all really cute little tea-length dresses because you just love that look, I'd say I used to call it very like Kate Spade inspired. I always loved that look. And my commitment to you guys is to always be really authentic with you and tell you true stories from my life. So I did actually go through this Kate Spade phase, and I do love Kate Spade, by the way. But let me give you an example of how I ended up working with that. So it became this whole aspirational look. I used to try on all these really cute kind of party dresses, tea dresses, and they looked great on me. They fit my body type perfectly, and I loved it. The reality at the time was that I had 3 really young children. I didn't dress up to go do anything. I was spending most of my days at home, a lot of times like on my hands and knees cleaning up dog poo, just to be really honest with you. And I didn't have anywhere to wear these dresses. And so at some point I looked at my closet and realized I had spent a ton of money on a dress museum, and none of them were getting anywhere or seeing the light of day. And so a way that I ended up working with that was I realized that was something that I was really attracted to, but it actually really did not fit my day-to-day lifestyle persona. And so I have continued to find a way to weave that in by maybe finding a really cute little structured bag, which I can be wearing joggers and a t-shirt and have a fun little structured bag for contrast. And that's a way I've brought it in, but that actually matches my lifestyle. And for those of you who maybe feel like you don't have time to do Pinterest, maybe it doesn't interest you, or maybe you're just like, you don't understand, I am trying to start over and I need big time help, then I really encourage you to engage the help of a personal stylist. There are fantastic people out there, myself included, who can really help you do this and do a personal assessment. It actually involves some life coaching, and I find that to be the most fun part of it. And just make sure that whatever stylist you're working with is someone who first and foremost wants to get to know you for who you as an individual are. They're not trying to impose their idea of what is trendy or stylish or edgy or their own sense of fashion onto you and teach you how to do it, but instead they're actually really trying to get to know who you are and bring it out in its best way possible. So guys, let's jump to reason number 2, your wardrobe may not be working for you. And that is, and this is a huge one for me, you lack a personal uniform. Do you know what a personal uniform is? That is that look, that prototype that you return to over and over again, that is just your go-to look. It's your no-brainer, never fails, works every time outfit combination. And it can involve a lot of different pieces, but it's like the same basic formula every time. Now, it doesn't mean that you wear this combo every single day, but it is something that kind of forms the core of your wardrobe. It is a clear reflection of your personal style, very aligned with it. And it is something where when you wake up in the morning and you don't have time to think about it, it's your go-to. It's comfortable, it reflects your personal style, and it always looks good on you. So there are lots of different examples of what a personal uniform could consist of, and that can be totally unique to you. There's no perfect uniform, and your uniform can and probably will change over time, especially as your own personal style evolves. But a uniform could be something as simple as a V-neck tee and jeans. That's something that you can just jump into and you know looks good every time. Or maybe it is a tank and leggings and a long duster cardigan, and you've got multiple versions of this in your closet because you know it is your go-to outfit. Or if you're a dress gal, it could be be something that you find easy, right? It's like a no-brainer. You know you look good in dresses. You know you don't have to do like big pairings. So you have a rack of just easy throw-on go-to dresses that always look good with sandals or little booties. So start to think about what your personal uniform is. Do you have one? And if you do, is it a good reflection of who you are? And we'll come to that in the next point shortly here. But definitely, if you need help with this, again, this is where you can go back to Pinterest. Another idea with this one is if you're like, I've never thought about it. I don't know what my uniform is. Try keeping a style journal for a few weeks. Write down the outfits that you wear every single day for a few weeks, and then go back and see if there's a pattern to what you wear. And again, don't get stuck. Know that this can evolve over time. But every stylish woman that I have met and every woman that has really kind of nailed down how to get dressed could definitely tell you that she has a personal uniform. And moving on to number 3, the third reason your wardrobe might not be working for you is actually the converse of number 2. Maybe you have a style uniform and maybe you have become over-reliant on it. So the third reason your wardrobe might not be working for you is you can't seem to step outside your uniform. Maybe it is just too easy of a look. Maybe you've sort of lost your creativity and inspiration in getting dressed. Maybe you're bored. Maybe your uniform is outdated. Maybe your uniform isn't a good reflection of your personal style that you have identified and it needs an upgrade. These are all reasons that you could just be, your personal uniform has just become stale. So what do? Well, there are a handful of solutions to being stuck in a certain uniform. So I believe that the best place to start is if you think your uniform is working for you, like it's your comfort zone. You know you look good in it. You know it's a strong reflection of your personal style. You're not ready to do like a uniform overhaul. Then start tweaking it. Maybe start adding in colors to that uniform that you've never worn before. If you're a t-shirt and jeans girl, maybe start adding new colors of t-shirts. Maybe start adding in new fabrics that you've never worn before. Maybe tweak it and add in a silk blouse if you're always into t-shirts, just to give it a little upgrade. Maybe you want to start adding in new silhouettes. So going back to the t-shirt and jeans example, maybe this is a good time to start adding in a little bit of a puff sleeve just because you've always just gone with a basic t-shirt. So maybe patterns or something that you would like to play with, maybe even a little bit of bling. Maybe you want to start adding in accessories. Maybe you just always keep it so basic, you're finding that you're feeling uninspired. So maybe it's time to start adding in some necklaces or maybe a statement earring, or maybe start playing with the silhouette of your jeans. Maybe you've always been wearing a skinny jean. Try adding in a cropped jean, try adding in a slight flare, maybe a boyfriend jean with some distressing details on it would be a good way to just give it an upgrade and just a little bit of new life. Let's say on the other hand though, that the issue is that your uniform really just isn't working for you anymore. It just isn't really who you are. It's not who you're trying to be. And back to my own life and just giving you guys an example of this, that happened for me. I found myself kind of stuck in a rut after a while. And I think this is probably a common issue that occurred with the onset of COVID. We were spending so much time at home. A lot of people just fell into a pattern of extremely casual loungewear dressing. Nothing wrong with that. I am all for comfort. I'm all for being casual. But I started to realize that I was like in this rut of wearing nothing but joggers and maybe a t-shirt knotted at the waist, which was comfortable. Yes, I mean, it is kind of a cute personal look for me, but at the same time, I was stepping into a new light, a new reality a few months back where I thought to myself, I really want to start getting dressed again. I want to start being a little more feminine. I want to start focusing on the details. And this look is just falling flat on me. It's comfortable, but it's not doing anything for me. So it is definitely time for a uniform reevaluation. So if you're at that stage, then again, go back to Pinterest as an option. You could also, and I always think this is like so much fun, and you can bring a friend with you if you want to, go shopping. You don't have to buy anything. Go try on as many different outfit combos as you can. Maybe engage the help of a stylish friend who understands your new style persona, and see if you can start to narrow it down to a look that is really consistent with your lifestyle, consistent with your style personality, feels great on you, and looks great, and just makes you feel like you shine. And bam, you've got your new uniform. So guys, reason number 4 that your wardrobe may not be working for you, and this ties in with the things that we've already talked about, is that your wardrobe may be completely out of sync with who you actually are. So it's things like we've talked about. When you open up your closet, does it have items in there that are, 1, maybe aspirational, but not aligned with the lifestyle that you're living? Is your wardrobe far more dressed up than the life that you're leading? On the other hand, is your wardrobe full of loungewear when you're starting to go out more and you really need to upgrade it? Does it have trendy pieces in it? Things that you bought that you thought, I should have this because this is the latest in thing, but it's not something that you really feel comfortable in. Are you comfortable? Do you feel like yourself in the clothes that you own? So that's a big one. Your wardrobe could be out of sync with who you actually are physically. Maybe your wardrobe doesn't actually fit you anymore. I mean, this is definitely something, I was actually thinking about this. I woke up in the middle of the night last night and I was thinking about this video and thinking about how it pertained to my own wardrobe and where I could learn from this. And I immediately started thinking of pieces that were in my wardrobe that just don't fit me anymore. I've actually been dancing a lot with my husband. We've got a dance competition coming up. If you don't know this about me, we are ballroom dancers. And I've gone from kind of a more inactive life to all of a sudden dancing 2 or 3 hours a day, and my body's changing. And there's just things, I've got some jeans in there that are kind of just not fitting the same. They looked great when I had more curves, but I've kind of thinned out a little bit just from all of the physical activity, for better or for worse, but they just don't fit. And I plan on continuing to dance for quite a while longer. And so at some point, it's probably just time to let that stuff go. It just creates closet clutter. So do you have things in your closet that are from a different era that just don't work for you? Another thing that happened for me, and this was about a year ago, is I went through my closet and realized it was full of blazers. It was full of blazers and nice trousers. Folks, I work from home now. I don't plan on going back into an office setting anytime soon. And so all of those just kind of like just in case items, I started to realize were taking up a lot of closet real estate. They were completely out of sync with my lifestyle, and it was just time to let them go. So again, look at your closet and ask yourself, is this closet a reflection of who I actually am, or is it aspirational, or do things not fit? What can I let go of that is not aligned? On this note, I want to talk to you guys about something that just means so much to me because it has profoundly changed the way that I get dressed. I dare say it's changed my life. I have obsessively watched videos about capsule wardrobes for several years now. It is a hobby of mine, helping other people make capsule wardrobes. If you don't know what a capsule wardrobe is, there are a million YouTube videos out there about them, including on my own channel, loads of sample capsules. And the idea of a capsule, at least for me, is that you have a wardrobe with, it's a tight wardrobe. Now, it doesn't have to only have 10 pieces or 30 pieces. It could have 80 pieces in it if that's what works for you. But it is definitely your own version of a streamlined wardrobe that is a wonderful reflection of who you are, where every piece is quality, every piece fits, and most importantly, it all works harmoniously together. It doesn't mean every piece mixes and matches, but in general, there is a beautiful harmony to it. So it makes getting dressed incredibly easy, and it makes purchasing decisions easy. So again, if you look at your closet, you feel like it's not a clear reflection of who you are, then maybe it's time to start fresh and create a capsule wardrobe out of what you have. And if you need help with that, watch YouTube, watch my channel. Please feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at lisa@zerowastecloset.com. I am here to help. I'm very happy to offer you my styling services and capsule wardrobe building services. And just keep trying, guys. And it can take practice creating a capsule wardrobe, but it's really fun. And if you're really into it, you can even do things like taking the capsule wardrobe challenge. There's like a gazillion different challenges out there. There's things called the 10 by 10 challenge. I did a 30-day challenge for myself where I boiled my wardrobe down to a certain number of pieces and did an experiment to see if I could live for 30 days off of those pieces. Now, it didn't mean I got rid of everything else, but I really wanted to see how much functionality I could get out of it and just experience the joy of something more concise and something mix and match. Okay, folks, last but not least, the fifth reason your wardrobe may not be working for you is that the items that you own are poor quality. Now, please understand, I am not saying that to have a working, functional, fabulous wardrobe, you have to go out and spend a ton of money. But I am saying that if you really want a great wardrobe that is inspirational, that's easy to wear, easy to mix and match, and just makes you feel fabulous, you are going to want to focus on high quality, sustainable fabrics. You're going to want to probably purchase from brands that specialize in this. You're going to probably want to avoid as much fast fashion as you can, and you're going to want to make sure that what you have is comfortable and fits well. So, you know, there's nothing worse than a closet full of clothes that are really cheaply made, maybe cheaply sewn together, really uncomfortable fabrics that don't wash well, items that are just kind of disposable items. That is not the way to build a great closet. So I think if any of this resonates with you, it's time to do a closet audit, go through, pull out those items that kind of match that description, and start to rethink how you're gonna rebuild your closet based on quality. And a capsule wardrobe, I will tell you, always features a focus on high quality. You've got less, but better, right? So quality over quantity. And I know this is kind of a concept that has been talked about over and over again, but there is just truly something to be said for it. And how many times, raise your hand if this resonates with you at all. How many times have you done impulse purchases where you've walked into Target, you've made the mistake of getting a shopping cart when you only came in to buy one thing, and you've walked out with a cart full later of all these pieces of clothing that just happened to be cute, that leapt into your cart, and then on the second wash, they're falling apart, they're coming apart at the seams. Not saying that I haven't made some really great Target purchases, but just in general, those impulse purchases, be really careful about that. Again, be very careful with fast fashion. If you're not familiar with the concept of fast fashion, it is kind of everything that, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many, many fashion influencers today, it is what is wrong with the current fashion industry, is this idea of just more, buy as quickly as you can, constant turnover, new items coming in every week. And what you get are oftentimes much lower quality fabrics, things that seem really affordable, but you lose a lot with that affordability. So, how do you get better quality back into your closet without spending a fortune? Well, there are a couple of ways to do this. One, educate yourself on fibers and fabrics, okay? So there's lots of information out there about this. All you have to do is Google clothing and sustainability, or fabrics and eco-consciousness, and you will start to learn a lot about, cotton, the pluses and minuses of unnatural fibers, polyesters, viscose, why wearing bamboo is so fabulous, how to care for your clothing. So also start to learn more about proper clothing care, because what you do to take care of it, washing it, how often you wash it can make a very big difference. Number two, and this is a huge passion of mine, this has been a total game changer, no exaggeration, for me has been to start to tap into the secondhand clothing market. You know, when you think of secondhand, you may be, if you've never done this before, thinking, ugh, worn out, smelly, not something I'd want to put in my wardrobe. Oh my gosh, it's not like that anymore at all. There are so many fabulous secondhand retailers out there right now. In fact, what I've got on right now is one of my favorite secondhand purchases. It's a Susanna Monaco jumpsuit. You can filter for great quality. I shop on ThreadUp a lot, and I look for items that are either brand new or in very new condition and in my size, and I look that way. I can buy from brands that I absolutely love, very high-end brands, even designer labels at a fraction of the price, and I know I'm getting really good quality. So please consider tapping into the secondhand market. Friends, the last thing I'll say on this note is just a note about comfort. You know, I don't know anyone that says they love to be uncomfortable. I just feel like that is just a criterion that should be important to basically everybody. You can look and feel great at the same time. It is entirely possible. And man, if only I could go back like 20 or 30 years and tell my younger self that, I definitely would have saved my feet, but that's like a whole different story. So as you are looking through your wardrobe and considering quality, think beyond just the fabrics, the construction. Also think about the comfort level. And if something's uncomfortable, it needs to go. And when you're making future purchases, please make sure to put an emphasis on quality. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today for this little chat about how to make your closet work better for you and reasons it may not be working. If you love this topic, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. As always, I am super open and receptive to your suggestions about future video topics. I will look forward to seeing you soon. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel so that you get notifications when my new videos come out. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.